This question says, how to fight anxiety?
What is that? What is qalaq? You're talking about the state of, what do you call, worry. You worry so much. You're depressed because of the fear of something coming. Right. This one I think is simple. Right? I want you to focus on one thing in your life. Whatsoever did not happen, don't you ever think of it. Because al-khawf min al-majhool, being in a state of fear of an unknown and the future, is very troubling, I'm telling you. And it will mess up everything. And my brothers and sisters, you will never make a progress as long as this is your life. Thinking of what will happen, what will happen, what will happen, you will never be able to make progress in your life. So the future is unknown, and it might be good, right? So don't think of it at all. And the past already passed. What can you do to fix it? Usually it cannot be fixed. That's why one of our professors says, when something happened in your life, look at it carefully. If it is something that could be fixed, fix it and move forward. Don't dwell on it, because dwelling on it will cause you a lot of trouble. You will not be able to fix it, and at the same time, you will never be able to make progress in your life. I will give you the easiest example, which every one of you knows, and I'm sure about that. I'm sure about that. Did you ever write examination? Yes. No, not in how if there is no exam, right? I'm told that one of the toughest exams here, right? Very, very, very hard to get those distinctions and all this, right? No problem, inshallah we'll get it. But you write exams. If you worry about the previous exam, what will happen to the next one? It will be affected. Do you get an idea? It will be affected, I'm telling you. When you worry about the previous exam, this worry will affect the upcoming one. That's why what is the best advice? If you want to succeed in the examination, let's say today you have English examination, and tomorrow you have mathematics, for example. You finish English, pack all of the papers, and the books that concerns English, don't you ever look at them until the end of all of the exams. Do we do that? No. We finish, we go back to the books, we look, and then sometimes, yes, so happy, right? And then after the yes, you will see some questions, which is what? No. And then what? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Then this isti'adah will remain with your head. I'm telling you, when you go writing, it will affect your revision for the next exam. What is the best? You know why I said that? Because honestly speaking, let's be honest to ourselves. If I check the handouts and the textbooks, and then I found out that I made a mistake, what can I do? Nothing. Yeah, why do you disturb your life since you cannot do anything, right? Do you get what I'm telling you? They said in your life also you should do this. Do you get an idea? Otherwise, you keep on being angry, sad, and this sadness is going to affect your progress, which will affect for sure the future when it comes in. So this anxiety, do you get it? That depression shouldn't be with a believer. You should relax. دع المقادير تجري في أعنتها ولا تبيتن إلا خالي البال. Well, I wish you guys would pay attention to this. It is simple words, but I think it will bring you success in your life. لا تغضب, don't get angry. Get it? Take anger aside. No revenge, no anger, no sadness. إلا أن تنتهك حرمة الله. Except if somebody goes against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you get angry for that. But you just relieve yourself from these angers, anxiety, and all of these things. Just make sure that keep them aside. Live a good life. Strap yourself with the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you ease and peace of mind. Is that clear? So, what should be the remedy for somebody? Just try to convince yourself that things is easy. Make life easy, and also remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala constantly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَتَطْمَئِنُّ قُلُوبُهُم بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. All of these psychological problems, depression that people are suffering from, the best medicine for that is what? Is the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But who understands this? In this time that we're living in, you tell people do this, they'll find it so weird. Seriously. But this is the real medicine. She came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She said, Ya Rasulullah, who am I talking about? Fatima radiallahu anha, the daughter of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She said, Ya Rasulullah, I want you to help us with a slave who can help us at home, because I suffered a lot. She was the one who is blending the old way of doing it. Get a rock like this and then use it with your hand to blend the seed. It's a very harsh job. The daughter of the Prophet ﷺ, her hand was so rough because of this. Nowadays some people say it is not part of the job of the wife at home to serve the family. When did we know this? Recent time. So if she doesn't do this, what will she do at home then? You know, one of the sources of the diseases of the current people that we live in with nowadays is this. Because imagine a life like this. Eating, drinking, having a relationship with a spouse, sleeping. And then you tell me disease will not find a place to you? That's impossible. Look at the old sisters from any community who are doing the job at home. They do. And they go sometimes also with their husband to help him in the farm. They really work at home. So look at the percentage of the illness and the diseases they had, and look at what we have nowadays. The difference is very big. It's very big. They don't have, but we have seen a lot. So may Allah SWT grant us success. But back to Fatima radiallahu anha, she's the daughter of the best person that ever existed. That's Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but that was her situation at home, because that was better for her. She did not complain. Ali ibn Abi Talib did not complain. The father also did not complain, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But when she asked the Prophet to give her a slave, or to give her money so that she can have a maid at home, do you get it? What did he say? He said, go home, I will come and meet you. He came to the house and they were sleeping. They perceived something cold moving towards them. You get it? They were sleeping, both of them, in a place. The Prophet ﷺ entered the house, so they perceived the coldness of his feet. He told them they're going to stand up because they don't know who is that. So he told them, relax, stay where you are. So he sat between them, the husband and the wife, and then he told them, you asked me to give you this. They said, yes, Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet ﷺ told them, can I guide you to something that is better than that? They said, yes, Ya Rasulullah. What do you expect him to give them? He told them, do Subhanallah 33 times. Walhamdulillah 33 times. Wallahu Akbar 34 times. That is better than whatsoever you ask. And then he told them, have a nice night. He left. Imagine your daughter told you, Dad, I want to buy iPhone 7. You tell her, do dhikrullah. Do you get it? She have a muhadara on you, right? So may Allah guide us to the truth. So these simple things, I'm telling you, these are the things that are bringing ease to the life of a Muslim, but unfortunately we don't value them. Barakallahu feekum.